What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Night 2 of WrestleMania 36 is over, and like Night 1, we have a new world champion as Drew McIntyre defeated Brock Lesnar to become WWE Champion. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the reasons why Drew McIntyre won, and why Brock Lesnar had to lose. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. First, let's look at why Drew McIntyre won. Number 1. The WWE wanted to send the fans home happy. As we mentioned in our WrestleMania 36 recap and analysis, the WWE likes to make the Showcase of the Immortals a feel-good show. This year the WWE was determined to keep the fans happy, other than the occasional heel win, and having Drew McIntyre conquer the near-invincible Brock Lesnar was the only way to do so. The WWE has worked hard to build Brock back up into demigod status after his loss to Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, and it's largely succeeded, thus making McIntyre's win even bigger. The WWE ended the show on a high note, although some fans are likely happy they got to see The Fiend defeat John Cena, and Vince McMahon can take satisfaction that the WWE Universe ended the night with a smile on their collective faces. Number 2, it tells a great story. The story of Drew McIntyre's first run in the WWE has been told numerous times during the build-up to his WWE Championship match against Lesnar, but it's still a great story, that of a talented grappler who perhaps was plagued by people's unrealistic expectations for him. It's sometimes been said that the worst curse a person can have is to be told you have potential, and that was definitely Drew's problem in the WWE. With Vince McMahon anointing him as a future world champion, McIntyre's first campaign in the WWE was filled with repeated failures to get over until his perhaps not so unexpected release. Since then, Drew has spent 2 years on the main roster working hard to establish himself as a main event player. The road has been long, and like his first run, success seemed elusive. This time, however, McIntyre refused to give up, and his efforts paid off with his Royal Rumble win and win at WrestleMania. Number 3, it's an object lesson to the locker room. The Drew McIntyre story is not only one of personal redemption, but a reminder to the WWE locker room what can happen when a superstar follows Vince McMahon's direction. With the WWE constantly under fire both inside and outside the promotion for McMahon's often erratic pushes and a creative team that doesn't seem to understand the basics of professional wrestling, it's easy to see why wrestlers get disgruntled. In McIntyre's case, he's done everything he's been told to do, returning to the WWE, but first going through NXT before hitting the main roster. McIntyre spent the last 2 years working in a supporting role, even as rumours spread that he was headed for the main event. That didn't happen, but it didn't stop the Scottish psychopath from working hard and impressing the fans with his skills, even though he worked as a heel. McIntyre's jump from the upper card to main event didn't happen overnight, serving as a reminder that superstars who go along with Vince McMahon can succeed, while those who complain can find themselves on B shows for the rest of their career. Drew's career was about as low as you could expect by the end of his first run in the WWE, with McIntyre working alongside Jinder Mahal and Heath Slater as 3MB. Like Mahal, Drew returned to the WWE and did what he was told, becoming a world champion in the process. That being said, we can only hope 3 things: that Drew's title reign lasts as long as Mahal's nearly 6-month reign, that it's not considered a disaster like Jinder's, and that Heath Slater doesn't get any world title aspirations. Number 4, WWE can count on him to be loyal. As already noted, Drew McIntyre's road to the top has been an arduous one, but he's proved his loyalty by following whatever programs the WWE puts him into. McIntyre's desire for redemption has been fulfilled, and you can be certain he's not going to give up everything he's earned by being a thorn in Vince McMahon's side. Vince has to know this, which is why he's confident putting McIntyre over was the right move. Number 5, the WWE wanted to solidify him as a main eventer. Drew McIntyre has been no curtain jerker since his return to the WWE, quickly working his way to the upper card, including last summer's alliance with Shane McMahon. However, in order for Drew to look like a real main event player, he needed a huge win over a true main eventer, and it's difficult to think of anyone who has been as big as Brock Lesnar. They helped get Drew over in a number of ways, beginning with his 2020 Royal Rumble win where he eliminated a dominant Brock Lesnar, who broke the record for the most eliminations at a single Royal Rumble. From there, McIntyre enjoyed an angle on Raw where he knocked Brock Lesnar senseless with 3 Claymore kicks, humiliating the champion, but at the same time making him look really strong. Drew's WrestleMania match was unlike typical Lesnar matches, as McIntyre stayed in it, going toe-to-toe with Lesnar rather than getting pummeled for most of the match before either counting the lights or scoring a fluke win. Drew looked like a main eventer tonight, and his match was a great start to his WWE Championship reign. Number 6. The WWE needs a badass babyface. Drew McIntyre is a rare commodity in the WWE, a big man who has a power-based offense, but who can also do a good job when it comes to traditional wrestling. While McIntyre does not have the superior skills of Seth Rollins or Daniel Bryan, he has that big man look that WWE still likes to have in its world champions, and unlike both men, he doesn't seem like an underdog opponent. Seth Rollins' last 2 Universal Championship reigns were failures, particularly because of bad booking, but also because he didn't seem like a credible champion. Unlike his WWE Championship reign when he worked for the Authority, the babyface Rollins was an underdog who just wasn't believable. McIntyre on the other hand is, and he'll make for a better babyface champion on Raw. Number 7, he's a classy champion. Not only does Drew McIntyre have the size and skills to be a strong babyface champion, but he has the right mix of charisma, mic skills, and good looks to carry himself as a champion. When the WWE starts sending the WWE champion on the interview circuit, you can be certain he's going to attract attention from the mainstream audience, and with any luck, bring them into watching Raw. Who would you rather have representing your company on television? Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, or Drew McIntyre? McIntyre looks tough, talks smoothly, and has the class that might surprise non-wrestling fans who think wrestlers are largely big Neanderthals. Number 8, he's an international asset. No, Drew McIntyre isn't working for the CIA, at least as far as we know, but he should appeal to the WWE's international market. It's clear the WWE Universe has quickly embraced McIntyre as a babyface, but as we know, the WWE has a big international market too. Drew can appeal to the fans in the UK and beyond, without compromising his appeal in North America. It's a win-win for the WWE, and another reason that Drew defeated Brock. Number 9, he's a fresh face. We've already established some important reasons for Drew becoming world champion, but it's also important to note that he's a fresh face in the world championship picture. The WWE has several superstars who are rotated into the world title, ranging from Brock Lesnar to AJ Styles to Daniel Bryan to Seth Rollins to Roman Reigns, but it's always good to create new stars and see whether they can get over. It's clear they have high hopes for Drew McIntyre, or they wouldn't have given him a resounding win over the Beast Incarnate. Whether that win proves to live up to the WWE's expectations remains to be seen, but few promotions can survive without keeping things fresh. But that was why Drew won. Why did Brock lose? Number 1, it's what he does. It may seem incredibly counterintuitive to claim that Brock Lesnar's role is to put other wrestlers over, but that's been the case for the last year. As much as they've protected Lesnar and given him incredible wins, including him snapping The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak and lengthy reigns as Universal and WWE Champion, they've finally started using Lesnar to get other wrestlers over. As we noted last year, Lesnar was used to help get Seth Rollins over as a giant killer, with Rollins becoming the Beast Slayer at WrestleMania 35 and 2019 SummerSlam. Although Rollins' reign wasn't a success, that wasn't due to Lesnar, who sold more for Rollins than any opponent up until WrestleMania 36. The WWE certainly doesn't have Lesnar lose frequently, but he's done more jobs than ever before in his second WWE run, and he's done so in ways that make his opponents look good. Tonight was no different, as Lesnar hit an F5 and McIntyre kicked out of one, something that's never been done before. Lesnar didn't look weak against McIntyre, but he helped put Drew over as his strongest opponent yet, and someone Lesnar might be capable of defeating. Number 2, to set up a rift with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has been at Brock's side for most of Lesnar's WWE career, but tonight it looked as if things might be changing. Heyman didn't look happy when Lesnar lost to McIntyre, and we can't help but wonder if the ever opportunistic Heyman might be looking for his next meal ticket. Don't be surprised if either party dumps the other, leading to our next reason for Lesnar's loss, to set up a series with Brock Lesnar. While there doesn't seem to be any reason to do a Drew vs Brock rematch right now, there could be a good reason for sending Lesnar over to SmackDown, putting him up against the monster among men. This could be worked out a number of ways, ranging from Lesnar remaining with Heyman to Heyman abandoning Lesnar for Braun Strowman. A heel Strowman vs babyface Brock match could be a good series in the WWE, particularly with Roman Reigns on hiatus. But there you have it guys, the reasons why Drew McIntyre won the WWE Championship and why Brock had to lose. What did you guys think of Drew winning the WWE Championship? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.